All right, so we kicked Cody out of the call because his internet is trash, and we're tired of dealing with that moron. So,
Sorry, Cody.
anyway, Nintendo announced a new mobile game. Why don't you tell us all about it, Bowman?
It's called Dr. Mario World.
Nice.
It takes place in old Dr. Mario's world of medicine. And you need to. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about this game. All I know is that they announced it. So I'm assuming it's an online puzzle game on your phone from Nintendo.
I would hope that you could play with other people around the world, hence the name. But that could just be a play on Mario World or whatever. Turn your fucking game off. He's over here playing Mario Run on his phone. God. Bunch of amateurs. I got one guy I had to kick out because his audio's garbage. Got another guy over here playing games while he's supposed to be working.
Hey, man, it's a gaming podcast.
Yeah. Just set a PS4 up in here with a TV. And...
Is that Cody? Does he want to try again?
No. He just left and blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. He's gone.
Okay.
He's probably going to pass away now. Okay. This may be the last time you ever hear his voice, folks.
Let's reminisce on our best memories of Cody.
I remember that time he called in and...
It sounded like shit.
And then he drifted off into the other world. Bye-bye, friend.
So, Dr. Mario World. So, how successful has Nintendo been with their mobile gaming? It's been like moderate success, right?
Yeah, I know that. I think Fire Emblem makes a shitload of money because of the microtransactions.
Yeah, that's why I avoid those games.
Yeah, and then I think Animal Crossing probably makes them a nice chunk of change.
I still see people playing that, and the obvious, which is the Pokemon Go, which isn't directly under Nintendo's umbrella. Is it?
No, it's not.
So,
and then you have Mario Run, which they came out and said wasn't a huge success.
Yeah,
which is funny because it like sold millions of copies, but I guess they expected it to sell like 50 million, and it didn't. I don't know. And
they did make it an Apple exclusive for like the first long while.
Right. And then you also have the Mario Kart mobile game that actually just got delayed until the end of this year. Was supposed to come out. I think in summer.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that'll just be stupid. Like you hold your phone like a steering wheel and and turn it, and it'll be garbage because all driving games like that are. So yeah.
So it's something I guess like the success of the Nintendo mobile apps, I have moderate interest in it. Where it's just anytime one comes out, I'm gonna try it. I'll download it and try it out and see how it is, but not overly optimistic about it. However, I do think that a Dr. Mario is kind of a no-brainer. It's really easy to put puzzle games on phones. That's what they're mobile phone games are. Great.
Mario.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it'd be great if I could challenge other people and play with them. So realistically, am I going to play this? Probably not. So.
Okay. Well, on that note, this was really interesting. I don't know if you heard about this. Microsoft plans to debut at GDC 2019 a cross-platform development platform with the goal of bringing Xbox Live support to games on Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Developers would be able to bake cross-platform Xbox Live achievements, social systems, and multiplayer into games built for mobile devices and Nintendo Switch.
They're going full force on this whole... We've talked about this so many times where they're really trying to just Xbox brand more than the actual hardware itself.
Right, yeah. It's almost like they're going third party.
I mean...
So basically what I'm thinking is they would give an option for developers, like, let's say... I'm trying to think of a third-party game that would come out on both Xbox and Switch. Maybe like let's say like an EA Sports game, right? So basically what they're doing is they're allowing them to say to EA, hey, if on FIFA 19 you can implement Xbox Live achievements and friends lists and whatever into your game on the Switch version. So you could play, and then obviously you'd be able to play with your friends on Xbox. But on top of that, even more so, the weirder part is the achievements and such.
Yeah, how that would go cross-platform, yeah.
They've already been doing this with PC, so
Yeah, they have. So honestly, I'm kind of that sounds great.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. It's
that's
great for
awesome to me.
gamers.
Yeah. I mean, I have friends who have who actually I mean my brother like loves Xbox Live and he plays that's what he uses. And I've always said that Xbox always has regardless all of the online services on all consoles are kind of shitty. Let's just be honest, guys.
But Xbox has easily the
But
best one.
Xbox has the best out of all of them because it's fluid. It's really easy to get a hold of your friends and play
And in
games
that
with them.
party,
The party chat, it works. And so I think if we had this on Switch and it actually works great, I'd be all up for it. I don't know how realistic it is for me, however, to actually get an Xbox Live account and not
you already
having.
have one.
Well, I mean, I have like a silver account. I don't have a gold account.
Okay. I don't think you need that for the. This isn't for that. I mean, this is just solely so you can have your social systems and your achievements and everything linked to whatever game.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
the
like if
whole
you have a game on, if you have a game on Switch that's also on Xbox, and you can unlock the achievements while you're playing on the Switch, and it carries over to your Xbox account if you have an Xbox or whatever.
Well, I'm talking about the social aspects of it, though, like actually going to a party system with your friends and inviting them to games.
That I imagine is baked into the games. I doubt it's its own service. I don't think Nintendo's going to be like, yeah, we'll put old Xbox Live on our Switch.
No, well then I'm optimistic and confused. Then
Okay.
that's where I'm at. Then
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing for sure. I'm not entirely sure what the logistics are. I guess we'll find out at GDC 2019.
yeah,
GDC, if you're listening to this, Analog Out, we want to be there. We want to cover the event. Bring us to GDC.
please. So yeah, any more cross-platforming stuff, I am always welcoming.
Well, on the topic of cross-platform such stuff, a new patent was revealed that shows it was a Sony patent, and it shows the possibility of, we've talked about this before, but the PS5 being backwards compatible with every former PlayStation. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah, so a user on Reddit discovered the patent, and essentially it is a patent for a type of hardware emulation that would allow, they didn't specify which device, but you would assume it would be the PS5. And yeah, so it would essentially make it, the theory is that it would allow it to run all previous PlayStation software. So the patent shows a layout that essentially just shows like how the system would work with the software, hardware emulation, and such. Essentially, it would allow the machine to mimic the behavior of previous consoles using multiple processors. So basically, if an old game is booted up, the PS5 tricks the software into thinking that it's running on the original device. Yeah, so this is something that I'd be super excited about. I have quite a vast PlayStation library. I probably have, between all my PS1 through PS4, probably around 200 games. So that would instantly make it a day one purchase for me.
I'd buy it because yeah, I have I'm going to be living into a very small space, and I have PlayStation games that I don't want to get rid of, and I have some PS2 games that I don't want to get rid of,
Yeah.
and I want to eventually be able to play them on one hardware. So
One
yeah,
hardware.
on one hardware for all of us. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic though. Who knows?
I think it's pretty clear that people have shown that they want this type of stuff.
I think people also have shown that they'll be willing to buy the system without it as well, though, is the issue.
Yes, but I think I'm pretty sure that Xbox saw a big uptick when they started getting serious about backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So you see that, and I mean, it's just on a cost standpoint for Sony, if they're just emulating it, it doesn't take much work, much money to do it, and you're potentially adding millions of new customers who are like, well, I mean, got all these PS4 games I've been wanting to play. Never got a PS4. If I can go and grab this new one and play all these old games for cheap.
It'll be a day one for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, not even a question.
Yeah. Plus, you would get all the benefits, I'm sure, of it being like 4K native and stuff like that. So,
yeah. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I hope they do it. I think it's just I think Sony's just coming up with the logistics of it. They gotta pull out those old PAL ROMs out and see if they can get those to run.
God.
So no, but seriously, everybody wants it. We want it. You want it. Just Sony, just give it to us.
Sony, bring Analog out over to your headquarters. We'll cover it for you.
Yeah, send us a review copy of the PS5, please.
Also, Sony report just came out. This was, I think, from Sony themselves. They are now 100% focused on developing PS5 exclusives. I think they're totally done with PS4, developing PS4 exclusives. Whatever's being developed right now is it for them. And they're moving 100% in the direction of that PS5.
Five.
So, yeah, that's I found that to be interesting. I think it was a little bit premature, honestly,
Yeah, probably.
because usually, I'm trying to think of some examples.
The generations usually overlap by like a year or two.
Right, but
And they'll
maybe
usually
not by the actual developer of the system, though. They're probably pretty focused on selling the new hardware. The games that usually overlap are like third-party games that were already being developed.
Games,
Yeah,
games.
It's sports games for sure, but even so, like games that were already being developed, or the company doesn't have the money to develop for a new platform. Persona 4 came out originally on PS2 like 3 years into the PS3's life cycle. So that was back when Atlas was a small company.
Yeah.
Not owned by Sega. So, yeah, interesting report. I think that kind of everyone says that, or Sony and Microsoft have said we're not showing anything about a new console in 2019. It's 2020, but everything seems to be pointing to the PS5 being revealed this year. Might not come out this year, it might come out next year, but if they're already just doubling down on PS5, that I guess that it must be getting to crunch time there. So, got anything else to say about this?
I want PlayStation 5.
Me too, buddy. Me too.